Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamualaikum and good morning. Let's continue with our last lecture notes for this subject, Business Process Integration, BIT 4153. The last topic will be topic number 13, Cloud Computing and Enterprise Integration, together with the topic 14, Hands-on ERP System Implementation. Okay, so let's jump into our first topic, cloud computing and enterprise integration. Okay, so objective will include this software as a system, models. We also discuss about the IoT, Internet of Things integration, and cyber security. So the integration will connect a physical device and cloud apps ERP. And the cloud computing will transform traditional enterprise IT system. The ERP with integration will ensure seamless digital business operation. Okay, so the evolution of enterprise integration. Okay, let's learn the history first. Okay, so first of all, we have the traditional system that use on-premise server and local center. Next up, we have the modern system that rely on hybrid and cloud-native application. So we shift from owning hardware to subscribing service model. The cloud adaptation will improve the scalability and accessibility overall and reduce the IT maintenance, lower operational costs significantly. Okay, so what is the cloud-based ERP and the SaaS? Okay, so software as a service, deliver a software as a service directly via internet. Okay, example like the SAP Cloud, Oracle Cloud, Microsoft Dynamics, and also we have the multi-tenancy that allow multiple companies to share infrastructure. Automatic updates will managed by the providers seamlessly, and basically the software as a services reduce burden of manual upgrades patches. Okay, what is the benefit of using cloud ERP? First of all, we have a lower upfront cost. This will reduce need for expensive server. Second, we can speed up the deployment faster than a traditional on-premise. Mobility, this will allow access from any device anywhere. Elasticity, this enables the adding in user or features easily. So basically the cloud ERP will improve efficiency across business function. Okay, next we have the IoT, the Internet of Things in business. So the IoT will connect the physical device directly to internet, for example like sensor, GPS trackers, smart meters, and so on. Okay, so the IoT data feeds directly into the ERP system. This will provide a real-time visibility of assets and triggers. Okay, so the integration automates the process across business environment. Okay, Internet of Things in manufacturing, also named as the Industry 4.0. This able to predict predictive maintenance that alert the ERP before machine breakdown occur. The production orders updated automatically by connected machine. Quality control sensor detect anomalies in temperature, pressure. Integration will reduce the manual data entry on shop floor. Okay, so the IoT basically will improve the efficiency in manufacturing operations significantly. Okay, IoT in supply chain logistics. Okay, so we have a real-time tracking that shows exactly the shipment location instantly. A cold chain monitoring will ensure that food and farmer safety. Okay, smart shelf that reports low inventory stock level automatically. Integration trigger purchase requisition when stock decreases. So the IoT improve accuracy of supply chain operation. Okay, however, it comes with the challenges. Okay, for the IoT integration. First, we have the data volume, flood the system with millions of sensor inputs. Interoperability issues arise between the different hardware brands. Security risks increase with connected device entry point. Connectivity depends on stable high-speed internet availability, and the challenges require strong planning and technical solution. Next, we have the cybersecurity in integrated system. Okay, so integration creates more open door between system, focus on protecting data at rest and transit. Threats include ransomware, phishings, and data breaches. Impact includes financial loss and legal penalties. So basically, the cybersecurity protect brand reputation from damage. Okay, data privacy and compliance. First of all, we have the GDPR, the General Data Protection Regulation. This is enforced strict rules for the EU, European Union personal data. PDPA, this is govern the local data privacy law compliance. We use this in Malaysia as well. A system that must handle personally identifiable information correctly. And then we have the PII, the personal identifiable information, names, including names, ID, and salary details. So you need to have a compliance to ensure trust between business and customer. And then how we do the security measures. First, we use the encryption. So the data are rest encrypted in the ERP database securely. So the data in transit are protected using the SSL TLS protocol, and the VPN will provide a secure tunnel for remote access. And encryption will ensure stolen data cannot be read. Strong encryption build the trust with digital customer. Next, we have identity and access management, the IAM. Okay. First of all, we have the multi-factor authentication, strengthen the user identity verification. Role-based access control will limit unnecessary user permission. Single sign-on will provide one login access across systems. So the integration will synchronize the ERP user with Active Directory. So basically the IAM, the identity and access management, will improve the security across enterprise application. Next up, we have the integration via API. Okay, so API is the application programming interface that acts as the translator between the application and the ERP system. So we have the REST and SOAP. This is a common API language. API will enable the best of breed strategy using multiple vendors. Integration support a flexibility across enterprise system, and the APIs will simplify the communication between cloud and ERP. So basically, the business will gain efficiency through standardized interface, and the APIs strengthen the digital transaction initiative globally. Okay. So we have a big data and analytics in the cloud. So the cloud ERP will handle a massive data sets for predictive analytics. So we move from asking what happened to predicting outcomes. Okay. Machine learning is able to detect fraud using a past transaction patterns. And we have a real-time dashboard that provides instant insights for executive. And the analytics will improve decision making across a business function. Business continuity and disaster recovery. Okay, so basically the cloud that provide offer built-in backup and recovery. So we have high availability mirror data across multiple locations and minimize the downtime during unexpected server failure. It's important, essential for global operation that running 24/7. Okay, and continuity ensure the business resilience during disruption. Ethical consideration in AI and IoT. Okay, first of all, transparency. So we need to ensure clarity in system decision making, bias prevention, to avoid discrimination in human capital management, surveillance that balances protects worker privacy rights, data ownership that clarify who control machine generated data. Ethical practice build the trust in digital technologies. The company must address fairness and accountability issues. citizen integrator. Okay, the role of the citizen integrator. Okay, low code or no code, that these tools empower the business user to integrate. The non-IT staff can build simple system connection. Innovation speed up across enterprise environment. Risks include shadow IT without proper governance, and the citizen integrator reduce dependency on technical teams. Okay, cloud integration governance. Okay, strategy defines which the data move into the cloud, that the cost management able to monitor the monthly subscription expenses carefully. Vendor login, that risk being stuck with one provider. Standardizing the API will ensure consistency across organization. Okay, so this is a few of important key terms in topic number 13. The SaaS, the software as a services, means that the software delivered via subscription. IoT, that connect the physical assets directly to network. PII, this is referred to sensitive personal information. API, that bridge the communication between two systems. So this is the terms that form the foundation of cloud integration, and you need to understand in order to help you navigate the enterprise technologies. Okay, so the summary checklist for topic number 13. What is the difference between public and private clouds? And the IoT, that improve predictive maintenance in manufacturing. GDPR, this is very important for human capital management integration. The rules and risk of shadow IT discussed thoroughly. So this checklist will reinforce your key learning points for the topic 13. Okay, so let's move on to topic number 14, the hands-on of ERP implementation. Okay, so sorry. The objective of this topic include the software selection, the methodology, the case study. Okay, so the integration will put theory into practical business action, and the ERP implementation lifecycle will guide the project success. Okay, so the ERP implementation lifecycle. Okay, so number one, we have the evaluation that involves choosing the right ERP software carefully. Okay, and then second, we need to design the maps business process into the ERP blueprint. And realization, this will build up and configure the ERP software system. And step number 4, final preparation, include the training, testing, and migration. Okay, and then the last step, we will go live, includes launching of the ERP system into real use. Okay, so this will support to address the issues after system deployment. ERP software landscape. Okay, so we have a few tier. Tier number 1, we have the SAP S4HANA, Oracle, and Microsoft Dynamics. Okay, this is the top software or application in ERP. And then we have the tier 2 and 3, including Sage, Infor, Opicom, Odoo, and many more. Basically, the industry specific for ERP will serve retail, pharmacy, construction industry. Okay, it fit gap the analysis check with match the business needs. Okay, so the ERP landscape offer a variety of organizational worldwide. Implementation methodologies. Okay, we have first, we use the waterfall model. Okay, so this will follow the traditional step-by-step project approach. Agile methodology, this used to iterative sprints for faster release. SAP, this activate the hybrid methodology for S4HANA. Standardized approach, this to avoid reinventing business process. So we have the customized approach, increase the complexity and cost. Okay, basically how to you choose the methodology, you choose based on the impact that the ERP project will give to the success of the project. Okay, next we have the configuration versus the customization. Okay, so configuration means adjusting existing ERP software setting. Customization means writing new code to change behavior. So best practice is fit to standard approach to ERP. fit to standard, adapt a business process into software, and highly customization increase upgrade difficulty and cost. Okay, data migration strategy. Okay, so data must be clean before moving into ERP. Okay, so the mapping link the old system data field with the new ERP. Okay, ETL. This is the process with extract, transform, and load data. Reconciliation that prove the data move correctly between systems. Migration. This will ensure accuracy of the ERP implementation success. And you need to remember that the poor data quality leads to ERP failure. Okay. Next up, training and change management. ERP failure often caused by people, not the technology. So user must be trained before the ERP system goes live. Resistant, this overcome the explaining reason for change. Super user act as internal ERP experts. Training ensure the confidence in using the ERP system, and change management build the acceptance across organization. Testing the integrated system. Unit testing will check the small ERP functions individually. Integration testing will check a complete ERP process cycle. User acceptance testing, final sign off by business. Regression testing, this will ensure new changes do not break. Okay, so the testing will validate the ERP system before go live stage. Okay, case study. This is one of the case study and successful integration. So company A, this is a global manufacturer with 50 location. Okay, so the goal was centralizing the procurement to save costs. Solution, implemented single global instance of S4HANA. These results achieve 15% reduction in material cost. So the integration provide improved negotiation power with supplier globally. Okay, and then we have the second case study, the implementation failure. Okay, so this company B has a large retail with custom process. Issue was excessive customization and poor training. Results cause massive delay and system crash. So lesson learned, follow standard process carefully. Change management must be prioritized during the ERP. And the failure will highlight the risk of ignoring best practice. Okay, role of consultant versus the internal team. Okay, so consultant provide technical expertise and best practical or practice knowledge. Okay, internal teams, they will provide domain knowledge and business process. Okay, so you need to have a collaboration to ensure that the ERP system meets the organizational needs, and the business must own the system for long-term sustainability. Go live strategy. Okay, so this is the last step of the business life cycle, business integration life cycle, go live. Number one, big bang. This means that everyone switch system in the same day. Okay, and then phase. This is to roll out, introduce the ERP by department or by location. Parallel strategy that runs all a new system together. Cut off. This involves the intensive final data loading window. Okay, so each strategy has a benefit and a risk to consider. The choice depends on organization readiness and complexity. Okay, post go live support, the hypercare. Okay, so the hypercare lasts 30 to 90 days post launch. And support monitor system performance and data accuracy. User error addressed through training reinforcement. Okay, forgotten training issues resolved during hypercare periods. Okay, and then hypercare will ensure the ERP system stabilize efficiently. Okay, measuring the ROI, the return of investment. Number one, we use the quantitative benefit that include a faster processing and lower inventory. Qualitative, the benefit include better decision and improve morale. Okay, and total cost of ownership include the training and maintenance, and the ERP investment consider a long-term strategic decision, and the ROI demonstrate value of ERP implementation success. future proofing of ERP. Okay, so stay current with the cloud release cycle regularly. Continuously improve the process after ERP go live. Remain open to new integration like the AI and the IoT. Blockchain adoption to strengthen the ERP transparency globally. Enterprise core must remain clean and standardized. Okay. Career path in ERP. Okay, number one, functional consultant specialized in ERP modules like the finance module. Okay, and technical consultant develop the ABAP and or the managed cloud system. Okay, and the project manager oversees the ERP implementation timelines. Business analyst bridge the IT and business requirement. So the ERP carrier offer diverse opportunities globally. Skills in ERP remain highly valuable today. Okay, so we have a hands-on on navigation and UI, user interface. So you need to learn the ERP theory or the web interface navigation. Understand the difference between the apps and traditional codes. Personalize the launchpad to specific user roles. Use global search to find ERP functions and help the function guide the user through the ERP tasks. Integration cycles. Okay, so create a material, then purchase for production process, manufacture product and sell to customer afterward. So each entry updates the finance, the logistic and the sales, and drill down to connect reports with the ERP document. And finally, you need to validate the financial impact of physical movement. Okay, so a few of key terms in topic number 14. Number one, go live. This means that the ERP system used for business. Configuration means to setting up the standard ERP software. Change management, this prepare people for ERP technology. UAT, okay, the user acceptance testing is the final approval. All of these terms form the foundation of ERP implementation, and understanding them will help to navigate the ERP project efficiently. Okay, and the last slides of this class with the final summary and the course wrap up. Number one, integrated system is the nervous system of the business. Okay, so the master data form with foundation of every transaction. The finance and the logistic permanently linked in ERP. So successful integration require technology and people skills, and the ERP will ensure efficiency across organizational operational globally. Okay, so that's the end of our topic and basically the end of our class for business process integration. Okay, thank you everyone for joining. Have a nice day. Bye bye.